Hello and welcome back once again to the Brexit Estate hard by the darkest dungeon in the lee of some rather horrible worlds. Oh, we're getting somewhere now, hopefully. Started that little turnaround that we needed. Still no Twilight Night at the stagecoach, reluctantly. Well, yeah. I tell you what, when she turns up, we're going to take best care of her ever, because she's going to be might be the only one we get for a very long time. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So we're looking at getting stagecoach upgrade, but we need crests. Basically we need lots of crests. We have money. We can afford to spend quite a bit of money. We have no diseases to cure. Let's see what quests are available. Alright. So, actually, something's saying Cove to me at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, could be because it's a short quest and... oh, what's this? Ah, right. They see their lack of a reflection and it shocks them. Thing is, when you think about it, right? Let's say all these blood-sucking vampiric creatures do cast no reflection. How do they do their hair and makeup? I mean, well, it looks pretty terrible, doesn't it? But it's like they must all have to do each other's and say, yes, I'll just sit here and you do it just the way I like it, and the other person is doing it the way they like it instead, saying, ah, well, yeah, this will look great. Don't worry, trust me. We're like, are you sure you're not making me look like an idiot now? You know my taste's different to yours, right? So actually, that could combine with the Warrior of Light perk quite nicely. And this is the lowest level dungeon we got, so hang on. Two. Ooh. Okay, do we have a... ah, of course! Oh no, she'd got as well. Okay. I'm maybe getting the inklings of a party here. I think the length of the dungeon affects it, so definitely going Cove. Ooh. It is quite late at night at the moment, right. Actually, if we can prevent him levelling as well, we'll put Vasquez back in there. And Muzvin. Ah, no, but then she'd be the only healer again and we'd be stuck with that particular problem. It's hard to get an abomination to a party sometimes these days. However, we do have quite a lot of money in the stash, so let us... no requirements, no requirements. She's refusing to count now. Oh dear. Well, in that case she can take in some of the local culture. And I'm not entirely sure where we should place her. So, well, someone's going to go in here, aren't they? Who shall it be? Plus further down. Okay, that's bad. And of course now she's cursed, so that's really bad. Well, we know the Hellion wants a sharper weapon. I mean, that just kind of goes without saying. Hakim wants a better skull to say, look at my skull, as all his attacks miss. So yeah, let's see if we can improve on that. Vernon is going to acquire a slight upgrade. As Gears could do with a little more protection. Oh great, really? Ah, Mildred could do with some better garments too. Right. Mercurial, townsfolk, tuck it out. You know what? Okay, that could be bad. Its damage output isn't that great of a best of times. The Man-at-Arms isn't mostly a damage character. He's more of an endurance and tough character. So you know what, actually, we'll... yeah. Because being tough in this game isn't just about physical toughness, it's about the stress management as well. And you know what? Let's send Mildred to meditate in the cloister. Doing the cloistered walks. Okay, away we go. Off into the cove. And I know that the cove has high bleed resistance, but he has lots of things that modify bleed resistance. Do we have a lot of stress in the party? We have a jester, and we have a bit of stress. Okay. So we can leave those skills hotkeyed for a little while. Oh, wait. Who? Oh no, I was thinking of another campaign there where one character had a sad deficiency of camping skills. Oh, put that back. And grab one of those. And one more shovel just in case. So, the goal here, as usual, survive the quest, get the reward, check the stagecoach when we get back to town.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Okay, we got a pretty linear layout. Oh, great.
A devastating blow.
Well, we seem to have this under control now. Hopefully. I wonder if a black tear is a reference to prisoners.
Eradicated.
Nice.
Their formation is broken. Maintain
And there we go.
offensive.
Alright. Flashfire gunpowder, good for Highwaymen. I'll check back with Dismas when we get back to town and see if it's better than what he's already got. Did I put that... oh no, combat vestal, that is there for a good reason. Sometimes it's worth just slinging a trinket on someone.
Measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
When the packs are getting full, just to stand a chance of getting it all back to town. Okay, first big fight up ahead. Room battles tend to be larger and more challenging than hallway battles. Oh!
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
That reminds me, community fix. There we go. She should be working now. Someone has kindly updated the combat sprite for all the beautifully long-haired Vestals. One of them seems to have a slight issue where the cloth of the habit cuts across the hair briefly near the face, and it is the blonde one, unfortunately, which is very popular. Okay, he might stand a better chance of dodging it. You'd think she'd be really good at traps because the giant crossbow is a mechanical device. However, that's not always the case, and she's not that great with traps, actually.
Spring to life.
Oh, 12 rounds,
With a
okay.
singular purpose.
So... Oh, okay, he fails well.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
So the traps in most regions have an effect. Traps in the ruins do just pure damage. Traps in the warrens tend to inflict bleeding. Traps in the weald will generally inflict blight, and traps in the cove will tend to inflict stress. Oh, wonderful. Just fine, you know. That's all we needed. Let's take on some of that burden while we still can. Okay, he's guarding him, that's fine. We don't want the double guard, so let's reduce his offensive power as that has been increased. Yeah. And here comes all the bleeding. Let's add to that. Make it a right bloodbath. Blood in the water, all of the, the feeding frenzy of the piranha fish, human shark things from hell, as it were. Okay, new round. And let's take on a little of this. Yep, some outstanding damage. So as you can see now, apparently no problem. She's working again.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Now, since all 8 color palettes have been done as separate files, I can provide links. And probably should, in fact. Let me know if you'd like links to them. Yeah, that Kurgan looks like some kind of dark cultist, worshipper of ancient evil gods. Oh, that was a mighty whack. Wasn't expecting quite so much. The reason I'm spreading the stress removal is because I'm not trying to remove an affliction. I'm just trying to keep it generally low, because there's a lot of stress waiting in the cove, and there we go. Thought about it, but no, we're okay. Just offsetting that bleed ever so slightly.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Oh great, guarding. Like we didn't need that. Oh, but he's bleeding anyway, that's fine. Should have marked him at this point. That's okay.
Inspiration and improvement.
just need to keep him back there in the middle for as long as I can to get those shots in. Actually, you know what? Just in case he focuses all his attacks. Which he's likely to do.
Soothed. Sedated.
So, sort of cranking up for some slightly more effective attacks here. And he dodged. I thought he was going to start bleeding there, but let's get a shot in.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's the way to do it.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
You know, I believe Hakim lost a Twilight Cloak at gambling. So whoever he lost it to found their way into the cove and left it here, along with their life, quite probably. It could be a different Twilight Cloak, but it's nice to get one back. Hakim is not yet forgiven. I think it'll be some time before that happens. I think she almost cut her fingers on the rusty edges of the metal there. I think...
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
I think when our Twilight Night comes, Hakim should not be allowed to adventure with her for a while, as punishment for his misdemeanors, and because she's got a really low bleed resistance as well. You know, this is gonna... synergy, guys. Right. Bleed. Whack! That's actually hitting pretty hard now. Okay. And... ooh, they really don't like her. I'm going to need to find some kind of, you know, protection stone or something to keep her alive. She's going to need some sort of durability in that frontline role. Well, currently she's got durability in the form of reclaiming flagellant there. And she's really going to need it. Probably bandage as well. Oh no.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Alright. Throat's getting a bit dry now. Sorry about that. Probably make this the only episode of the night on account of that. Not expecting bleed there, just for damage. Whack!
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
There we go. Nice slow. Actually, there's a really nice bit of fan art on the internet somewhere for Darkest Dungeon called something like "Who Heals the Healer," and it features the Vestal getting bandaged by the Arbalest, and she's very grateful, and they do appear to be very fond of one another for a number of obvious reasons. Most obvious being that it's keeping her alive.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Okay, 100% of room battles that probably involve going all the way to the last room.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Okay. He's badly hurt enough now, and there's not enough stress on the party, so we're switching skills. I should try out the more offensive variation at some point where he... Oh, great. Et Spiritus Sancto, use the holy water. I have a horrible feeling that I am supposed to take this key. Let's go with that feeling. Just on the off chance that it actually is really useful in the secret room. That secret room's not turning up, is it? But here's a packing crate.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Wouldn't it be really nice if that packing crate was an omen that my missing dragon rider would turn up in the post today? Well, I say today, it's middle of the night. Fight better! Up and at 'em! And in the spirit of which, let's get some bloody healing, all blood dripping off his hand. Right. Oh, what? Oh! Okay, can we stun him? That'd be really nice. It's not a stun, is it? No, it's not. Might be switching back to stress removal after this fight. That's done it. Whack. Crack a shell? Maybe not quite, but just a little bit. A little bit more? Nah.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is.
Lovely. Just for one snail. Schnell. Schnell is not German for snail, as some might think, but rather for swiftness, haste, speed. Which is, ironically, of course, something that snails are not particularly known for. So just working away at that stress, helping keep it low, in the interest of, you know, next week's dungeon run, basically.
The blood quickens.
There we go. And of course some treasure we can't pick up.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, let's live really dangerously. That may be foolhardy. Light another torch just to help stave off the negative horrors that can come from low light levels. Because we have few bandages at this point. If lighting a torch makes it easier to carry things, there we go. Eating food makes more room for carrying things, and that's the last of our torches. Hopefully we've got a scouting rod. No scouting rod. Right, one of these two chambers up ahead will be the final battle. Of course, if it's the last one,
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
then that would mean that there could still be two. Well, the truth is about to come out. Vigar's rank 3, we are buggered. think we're less buggered now. We're good.
For death by inches.
No spear fishing today, thank you. Because it really bloody hurts. Jester was hurt as well. Just going for spreading the damage there. There we go, lovely. See, if I try to mark him, mark goes to him, and I then try to shoot him, and the shot goes to him, does the shot count as going against a marked target or not? I really don't know. This intrigues me. There are some intricacies of the marking system that I'm not entirely familiar with yet. I mean, I know that... So, if I mark him at the back, and I then shoot him and the shot goes to him, I don't believe it counts as going against a marked target. So it seems to be based on the final target, not on the intended target. Which is slightly odd. You'd expect it to be going with the intent. However, if I then... if the mark is then on the actual target, will that then count as marked? I don't know.
The flesh is knit.
I'm intrigued to find out. Nice. No bleed? That's good. That's all good. Uh-oh, here comes the stress. And apparently, shouldn't have worried about it. Oh, that's good. And of course now I don't get to find out because he's not guarding.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Didn't need that key after all.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
Well, we didn't get much by way of heirlooms. Let's see what interesting quirks and traits people have picked up. Ruminator, of course. He's a flagellant, what did you expect? Misses the spot is bad. Replace Necromania, but that's worth treating quite quickly. Because it's not conditional, it's always on.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Hey, so the Mozzies are back. And yep, pretty much as expected there. Just the usual report. We have the survival guide, our Twilight and Cloak. And now for the moment of truth. Pretty depressing moment of truth, really. Okay, we may have to go up to 6 heroes soon. Well, that's been it for this episode. No, it hasn't. Oh! She has gone off. Right. Ah, she's gone off on pilgrimage. Or on retreat. She'll be a while. In the meantime, Vernon's getting treated for that. Let's see, I'm put together a party of Shafiq, Ulcinavin, Vasquez, and oh god, Hakim. That might not be wise. Hey, I was gonna... Ah, yes, of course. Oh, that's wrong. Right. Range skills. Well, he is focusing on range skills quite a bit at the moment, so yeah. Let's do that. Okay, who could we reasonably take here? Well, another plague doctor might be nice. We could have another flagellant. Not a lot of variety this week, is there? Okay. Well, I'll say bye-bye for now, give it a good think, and resume in the next episode. Still no Twilight Knight. I don't know what's keeping her so long. Oh well. See you all next time. Cheerio.